Good morning, psychology. Welcome to April or post-Easter week. Hope everybody had a good Easter, as much as you could with quarantines and such. Anyway, we are starting our third and final type of personality theory today, which I'm going to do a quick video today. I'll probably do 1, 2, 3. There are 3 guys we're going to cover, one who is not in the outline. And then we'll be done. There'll be another grade or 2 with that, and then we move on to our next section, which will be disorders, which will be, I think, what some of you have kind of been waiting for. So as best we can, we will cover that. Anyway, we go to page 7 on the outline, and in the middle of the page under D, it says humanistic, and this is the third type. If you remember way back, we talked about this in January. That, again, the Freudians, the psychodynamic, you've got the id, ego, superego. Behaviorist, you're a blank slate to some degree, and you can be manipulated. Humanists is much more positive. That it's not as data-driven. It's not as experimental. It's more this, they called themselves the third force, the third way, which, here's Freud, here's Skinner, and here's us. This new way of thinking, this new positive. Think about positive here, especially when you get to the third guy. About positive views of humans, positive views of what we can do and what we should be doing, and so on and so forth. Okay. So the first guy we're going to cover is Carl Rogers. And if you see in that outline, he's right below, there's a picture of him. And that we are born good, basically. And we have this innate desire, this inborn drive to grow in a positive way. Friendships and learning and getting along and all these things that you think of typically with positive mental health. And we are driven to do that. So therefore that's going to, if we are in a good environment and in a good frame of mind, we're going to seek out learning, and we're going to seek out betterment and people that make us feel good and people that affirm the goodness in us. It's kind of one of those, it kind of sounds like self-help, kind of this stay away from negative stuff because it can drag you down and there's no point to it if you can, and you all know this, if you know people that are all negative all the time, it can kind of get you. So anyway, what Rogers got into, and I'm going to show you a diagram here in a minute, is the idea between the concept, here's how I want things to be, and here's how things are. So if you are happy and positive and you're put in an abusive home, or you're put in a place where you're starving and so on and so forth, there's not a whole lot of chance for growth. So the goal here is to try to become as, fully human, I guess, as possible by surrounding yourself with people and events and situations that will help you grow. So with that in mind, got a couple Venn diagrams for you. Remember these bad boys. Okay, the first thing that Rogers talked about was self-image. That our self-image, the way we think about ourselves, okay, here it is. It's going to be based on how you look, how you're treated, what you do, how much you're surrounded by love versus not love, and so on and so forth. So here's what you think about yourself. Here, your ideal self, that's what you would like to be. Okay? Now, this, as you're young, it's, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be a basketball star, I want to be the president, whatever. But, think about you at your age, your ideal self probably is not exactly your self-image, but maybe you're getting there. But you have more of a realistic view. Well, I like sports, but I'm not going to be in the NBA. I like music, but I'm not going to be a rock star, but I can at least do certain things. And I'm finding out, if you remember back to Erickson, I'm finding out what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, and so on and so forth. Okay? Well, anyway, this type, where the self-image and the ideal self barely overlap, you have an incongruent, incongruent personality, which is bad. It's very hard to grow this way. Okay? And then we move down. My face is going to be gone, which you're going to love, absolutely. And here you have a congruent personality, congruent, where the ideal self and the self-image are not fully overlap. Nobody can do that, but you've got a greater overlap, which probably means you're enriching yourself, you're growing mentally, spiritually, whatever that means to you, surrounding yourself with good experiences, good people, positivity, but not unrealistic notions. Like, don't picture stuff like, well, I'm really good in video games all by myself for 8 hours. It was big about interacting with others and sharing your views and being accepted for who you are unconditionally. He was big on unconditional positive regard and things like that. So again, incongruent, bad. Congruent, good. The ideal is to get that gap, or that overlap, excuse me, not a gap, but overlap as big as you can throughout your life, and to never stop growing. Okay? It's very nice, very positive. Right, let's stop there. Tomorrow, next time, I'll do the next guy, who's pretty well known as well. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, have a good day.